You know what it is. You know what it is. I need you fellas. I need you fellas to pick a sport and lock in with it. All right? I need you fellas to pick a sport and lock in with it. You understand what I'm saying? Because this right here is gonna get you to where you need to be. I know you don't feel like being on that treadmill every single day. Monotonous work on that treadmill, 15 miles an hour, 15% incline, 3 miles an hour on that treadmill. You don't feel like doing that, right? I'm gonna give you some information that's gonna make it feel like nothing. That's gonna make your cardio feel like nothing. Get yourself into some athletic activity, all right? Now, me personally, I like to run pickup basketball. You understand what I'm saying? I like to run pickup basketball, right? And when I'm on the court, I'm like Allen Iverson. Because if you look good, you feel good. And if you feel good, you play good. So I got to throw on some Kobe's. I got to throw on the Kobe's, the nines. I got to throw on the Kobe's, the nines when I'm on the court, right? I got to look good when I'm hooping. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess what? That's just going to take my whole entire aura and aesthetic to the next level. And see, by the time you run 5 games, win, lose, or draw, you realize that your cardio work was already done right then and there. But see, you don't want to get into the habit, fellas, of just running pickup basketball as that's your only form of exercise. Because then you're going to lose your gains, right? You want to stay locked in on your heavy lifting. You want to stay locked in on your HIIT fitness classes, but you also want to add a sport. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? You also want to choose a sport. Pick up basketball, flag football, adult league basketball. All right? If you don't feel like getting into arguments and getting into fights, adult league basketball. You understand what I'm saying? Where you have a referee and you got security. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you choose, you want to go ahead and lock it in, right? You want to lock it in, whether it's sprints at the park with your boys, throwing football, right? Some basketball, right? You need some competition in your life, right? That's gonna boost your testosterone up. We need some competition. You understand what I'm saying, fellas? So check it out. You see, I got the Kobe's, right? You see, they clean, right? Because you know why they clean? You know why they're so clean? You know why these Kobe's so clean? It's because I only use them on hardwood floors, right? I'm not recommending you guys go out here to some random local pick up basketball in the park. Find yourself a nice gym. Find yourself a nice gym with nice hardwood floors for you to go ahead and lock in on your cardio with the basketball, right? Because everybody loves hooping because you're just playing, right? You're just playing, right? You're just getting your cardio in, you running up and down, right? That's taking care of the cardio for you. You understand what I'm saying? Lock in on a sport. You understand what I'm saying? Whether it's Mayweather boxing, right? Whether it's boxing, hitting the heavy bag, get yourself into some boxing classes, right? Get yourself into some boxing classes. Hit the UFC, hit the MMA gym. You see what I'm saying? Get yourself into some jiu-jitsu. Get yourself into some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, because right then and there, you understand what I'm saying, fellas? Right then and there, you have now you're working now you just went 4D, right? Now you just went 4D because your physique is gonna show you what it's all about now. Your physique is gonna actually change to something that you never imagined. You see what I'm saying? Because now you're locking in on some athletic, right? Now you're locking in on some athletic, right? You wanna look like a Sports Illustrated cover, right? We're not just powerlifting and just lifting heavy weights and trying to bulk up, you feel me? You might bulk up and forget to cut. You might bulk up and forget to cut. You don't want to bulk up and be too lazy to cut. You don't want to bulk up and be too lazy to cut. Get yourself some nice kicks for the court. Get yourself some nice kicks for the court. You want to get yourself some, hello? Who's that? For real? Oh, we got pickup basketball? What time? I'll be there. Hey, I got a game today. I got a game today, right? I got a game today, right? But that's only, you know what? I got a workout. I got heavy lifting before that. I got heavy lifting before that, right? Because guess what, y'all? You don't want to just go ahead and add. You don't want to just go ahead and add. You don't want to just go ahead and add all this cardio without the heavy lifting, right? No. You still lock in on your workouts. You still lock in on your diet. We're eating clean. We're eating clean, right? We're eating clean, y'all. You still lock in on that. We're still eating clean, but guess what? You're eating clean, you're eating heavy, but now once you add in the pick up basketball 2 times a week, right? Flag football, join yourself in a league, right? Hit the swimming pool. Hit the swimming pool. Most gyms have the swimming pool, right? We want to do some athletic. We want to be like Michael Phelps out there, right? We want to do some athletic things, right? Because now your physique is going to show you some things that you never even thought you could imagine, right? We're not just bulking up. We're cutting and we're leaning. We're cutting and we're leaning. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Now, I'm not playing with this. You think I'm playing with this? You think I spent $250 on these to be playing with this? Look at it. Look at the bottom of these. I done ran 1 million games in these. 1 million games in these. These are only for hardwood floors, right? We got to up our etiquette, right? We got to up our etiquette, fellas, all right? I'm not sending you out to the park to be balling on some concrete floors, messing up your knees, right? Getting into arguments with degenerates. No, we want to get you into a nice league, a nice adult league, right? You want to make sure you're doing your stretches. You want to make sure you're doing your stretches, doing your band work, right? Making sure your joints and your rotator cuffs are working. WD-40 on the rotator cuffs. I need you to WD-40 on the rotator cuffs to make sure everything is in order. To make sure everything is in order, I need you WD-40 on the rotator cuffs, right? What's that? That's your fish oil, right? That's your omega-9 fish oil. That's your omega-3 and 9 fish oil. You understand what I'm saying? That's gonna make sure your joints, as long as you're stretching them, are working properly. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? So this is what I want to say. All right? We're gonna throw those. We're gonna put those down because now we gotta Odell it, right? Now we gotta Odell it, all right? All right? One hand catch, all right? Check it out, y'all. We need to be supplementing our heavy lifting, our push-ups and pull-ups, 200 push-ups in the morning, 200 push-ups at night. We need to be supplementing that with some athletic ability. You're an athlete now. Cut Flacco's letting you know you're an athlete now. Cut Flacco is here to let you know you're an athlete now. I need you to be getting out there and getting into some real competition, some healthy competition. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, boxing classes, pickup basketball, flag football. Whatever it is, you add that to the regimen and now you can live. Whatever it is, you add that to the regimen and now you can live. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Hello? That's Odell. It's Odell. He said one hand catch it. Odell said one hand catch it, y'all. Now listen up. I need you guys to lock in on this. Pull out the pen and pad right now. Check it out. Real athlete you are. I need you to write this down as standards. Real athlete I am. An athlete I am. An athlete not to be. An athlete I am. Hear he. I need you to write that down. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Cut Flacco is here to give you the motivation. Cut Flacco is here to let you know that there's new innovations in what you can do with your fitness. You understand what I'm saying? I need you to lock in on this. You understand what I'm saying? I need you to lock in until it's time to lock out. But we don't never lock out because we stay locked in. We cooking, man. We out here cooking. So check it out. Make sure you pick a sport and stick with it because consistency is key. I don't want you to burn yourself up. Oh, Cut Flacco said go pick up a basketball and now you out there for the next 5 days. No, consistency is key, all right? Don't burn yourself up 5 days straight on the basketball court and then you don't never do it again. No, you might want to go ahead and just add that to your Sunday or Saturday regimen, right? You're still working out during the week. You're still hitting your HIIT classes in the morning, but then on Saturday and Sunday you switch it up and now you're doing some athlete work, right? You're doing some swimming in the pool. You're doing some basketball, taking these fools to school, right? You're doing some Odell work, one-hand catch on the flag football. You're doing some Odell work, one-hand catch on the flag football. All right, that's all I got for y'all today. That's what the message I want to get to you. Feel me? That's the message I want to get to y'all. Make sure y'all lock in on the sports, all right? Lock it in on the sports that's going to give you an athletic build. That's going to give you that Sports Illustrated Russell Westbrook build. That's going to give you that Sports Illustrated Russell Westbrook build, all right? Cut Flocko, if you found this information helpful, make sure you drop a comment, lean, all caps in the comment. Make sure you drop a like and a subscribe, y'all. Peace.